Hey everyone, I'm Calvin with Southern Country Living,
And I'm Marie.
and we hope that everyone's having a great day today. We are just relaxing and enjoying this day. The weather outside is just a little cloudy. It's supposed to get a little bit of rain later this afternoon, but that'll be all right. We don't mind a little rain. We had a really good week this last week. And if you've seen that great meal that Marie cooked for me, she was trying to sabotage my diet.
Oh, was it?
Nah, she told me she was going to cook that, and I said, okay. I said, I'm going to enjoy it, but I said, I got to just watch my portion size and not eat too much.
Yeah, that's what I told you to do if I cooked it, to watch the portion sizes.
It was great. We was right in the middle of recording our Sunday chat, and I pulled it out of my pocket, and I kept trying to punch the button, and it wouldn't answer.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt your Sunday chat.
Well, it's okay. We'll edit it.
Okay. Well, I was watching y'all's chicken and stuffing recipe.
We was just talking about that.
Man, that looked good. Is there any changes y'all would make to it, or?
It did great and everything, but there is a few changes I would make. I would kind of, I use those big chicken breasts. I would kind of cut them up just a little bit. And then I'm thinking that one that where it says use 2 of those stovetop stuffing things, mine were real large. So I'm thinking 1 would be enough for that meal.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you, if 1 would be enough.
Yeah, I think it would be.
No, I don't think so, because if you want to have some stuffing with it, you need 2.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, your daddy's pretty smart, so just go with him.
No, really, seriously. When I was eating it last night on leftovers, it seemed like it did better with, I was thinking, I wish I had a little more dressing with it instead of so much chicken. But like she said, take your chicken breast and just quarter them so that when you go to scoop it out, you ain't got them real big pieces in it.
But I took a metal spoon, and when I dug down in it, I kind of took my spoon and broke it up a little bit, and it was so tender, it still worked just like I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fine. Okay.
Well, what about the leftovers? Did it heat up good?
It sure did.
Because I was thinking if I just made it for me and Jason, it's probably going to make a lot.
It does. Yeah.
And we're going to freeze some of it.
Yeah, we've already froze 2 freezer meals.
Okay. I think I'm going to make that on Monday for after week.
Okay, we're back. We had a phone call there. That was from our daughter Cynthia, and she was calling to ask Marie. She had just got through watching the video about the chicken and stuffing, and she was asking Marie if there's anything she would change about that recipe. She said it sure did look good. And Marie, what'd you tell her?
I told her that the chicken was good and tender, just putting the chicken breast in it like it was, but I still believe I would prefer to cut the chicken up and then put it in the pot.
Yeah, cut it into smaller pieces first
Yeah.
before you cook it. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, this week we're going to be answering questions that the subscribers asked from last week. But first, I want to do 2 shout-outs. So this video won't be so terribly long. I'll go ahead and get these shout-outs done first. The first channel I'm going to shout out is Brett and Cindy's TN Living. The TN stands for Tennessee. They live up in Middle Tennessee. And they have a new channel. I've been following them for a few months now. I think their subscriber count is at 214. I enjoy watching their channel. They're a good Christian family, and Brett is a real good gardener. Last year I was watching his gardening, and he really knows how to grow a good garden. So I recommend you go check out their channel and follow them and like them and subscribe to their channel. The second channel that I'm going to do a shout out for, I've been following them for probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Their name is Homegrown Country Homestead. Now this is Justin and Tasha. and their channel has 833 subs right now. And so they're getting so close to getting 1,000 subscribers. And so I really would appreciate it if everybody just go over there and go ahead and just subscribe to their channel. Take my word for it, you're going to like their content. Justin, he is really good and talented at quite a few things. He did have a great garden last year. Right now what he's working on is he's digging a well for their homestead, and he's actually digging this well by hand, and I think he's on part 3 of it right now. And so I've really been enjoying watching that. I think you'll enjoy all of their videos, and just go ahead and subscribe to their channel and help them out. Okay, Marie, if you're ready now, we'll go into answering questions. We really need to start. I've got a list here of the questions, and these questions here came in first. So we need to start with, we'll do the questions there. The first person that asked questions was Lisa from Lisa's Paradise. And so I'm going to let Marie read the questions and answer the ones she wants to, and I'll help her with them.
How did you guys meet? I'll let you answer that one.
Okay, that's real simple. We met when we was very young, and we met at church. And you can't get no simpler than that. And we've been going to church all these years. We still go to church.
How long have you been married?
Okay, Marie and I have been married for 48 years. It'll be 49 this May.
Okay, and why did you start YouTube?
Okay, now that one, you know, there's probably several different reasons why I started YouTube. But back when I first put the very first video on, I was just sort of playing with it to see what it was about. It was sort of new back then. And so I put 2 or 3 videos on, and then at Christmas, one of the grandkids had got a toy that's called a
Wubble Bubble?
Wubble Bubble. Okay. At Christmas, one of the grandkids had got a toy that's called a Wubble Bubble. And so I made a video of that, and we put that on YouTube, and just all of a sudden, boom, it started getting views. And back then, YouTube would pay you. It didn't matter how many subscribers you had, they would show that you were getting paid for it. Now, you did not receive the money until you reached $100. But that video was making, you know, it was making a little bit of money. And so a couple of my grandkids, they kept commenting, said, "Are you noticing how many people's watching that video?" And I said, "No, I hadn't even checked it." And so I got checking it and seeing it was making a little money. And so they said, "You need to do more videos, you'll like it." And so we started doing videos, and I was just playing around with it, putting things on, and wasn't making any money, never got a check at all. But finally, I did a garden one year, and I think it was 2017 when I did the first garden on YouTube, and I started posting some of my garden videos, and I discovered that a lot of people like gardening, and a lot of people started coming to my channel, and it just sort of grew from there. And we just do it for fun. We're not trying to make a lot of money, and we don't make a lot of money at it, but it is a fun thing to do, and we enjoy it, and we enjoy having friends and communicating with all our friends, and so that's why I'm still on YouTube. Next question, Marie.
If you should go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? I'll answer that one.
Okay.
And then you can answer it also.
Okay.
I like to go to countries that speaks English. Not that I have anything against other countries that doesn't speak English, but that's just where I prefer. So I'd probably go to Canada or Nova Scotia. And why? I've just always been fascinated with Canada and Nova Scotia. Okay, Calvin.
Well, when we were younger, we traveled a pretty good bit. So we've been all up the East Coast, and then we also made a trip out to New Mexico, and we crossed over and went into Mexico while we were out there. But that's been a lot of years ago. Lately, about the only places we go to is Panama City, Myrtle Beach, and then we go to the Smoky Mountains. And my favorite place right now to go visit is the Smoky Mountains. But if I could go anywhere I wanted to go, I think I'd like to make a trip out toward Colorado. And I'd like to go out there and see some of the mountains out that way. I always think of that song that John Denver did, and that makes me want to go to Colorado. Okay, next question, Marie.
What was one of your favorite recipes that your mama cooked? Okay, that was directed to me, but you can also answer it too. My favorite meal that my mama cooked was her vegetable soup, and she would always fix a big old pot of it, and she made the best cornbread I've ever ate. And I would always know when mama had soup on the stove, because when I was coming down the hill from school, I'd see our windows all steamed up, and that just told me that I bet mama's got that good old soup on the stove, and that made me really want to get in that door. So I guess my mama's homemade soup. I really enjoyed it.
That was a good question. I remember your mom's homemade soup when we were dating, and that question came from Stirring Up Love. Okay, the next
Oh, now you answer, what was your mama's favorite? It
What?
wasn't.
recipe did my mom make that was my favorite? To be honest with you, as I was growing up, I really don't recall anything being a favorite that, I just enjoyed eating. So I don't recall anything being, there's nothing that stands out, so I don't have an answer to that one.
Okay.
Next question comes from Linda at the New Orleans Gardener, and she's got two questions. So Marie, I'll let you read them out.
What did you and Marie do for a living?
Oh, you want me to answer that one?
Yeah, you can answer that one.
Okay. Well, it would actually be a very long answer if I told you everything we did for a living, but to make it short, Marie and I, we were self-employed. We ran our own business for a little over 33 years. We did run a small retail business for quite a few years, and Marie did help with the business. When we were first married and our kids was young, I was working in the communications field. I worked with a local cable TV company as the head technician, and we made a pretty good salary. And so Marie, she was blessed to be able to stay home and raise our children till they got old enough to, take care of themselves pretty good. And so then we started our own business, and I was a contractor in the communications field. And like I said, we started a retail business to go along with that. And so we was self-employed for a total of 33 years. The last 12 years, I had went back to contracting. We had closed our retail store, and I had went back to contracting. So I was contracting for Dish Network, and I was doing the installations on the Dish Network satellite TV systems, and that's where I retired from. Okay, Marie, next question.
Who said I love you first?
I know the answer to that.
Okay, let's hear it.
You tell. See if your answer matches mine.
Well, I believe you did,
I-
because you said that the first time you seen me that you knew that I was the one.
That's right. The very first day I met you, I said, I'm in love with that girl, and I said, that's the girl I'm going to marry. Now, I know you hear those kind of stories all the time, but that is honest and true.
He said that what did it for him was he always dreamed of a girl, marrying a girl in a white sweater, and I had that white sweater on, so that's what sealed the deal.
Oh my goodness. You're right about that, and it was a turtleneck sweater too. Okay. Well, we probably revealed enough personal information for today.
Yep. Yep, I think we did.
Okay, one more thing I want to talk about. Now, some of you probably remember my neighbor, Mr. Blair, that lives across the street. He's always has that really big garden out there. And he gives me a lot of advice on how to do my garden and everything, and I really appreciate that. Well, Mr. Blair gave me some seeds a couple of weeks ago, and these seeds, his son had went overseas to Italy and brought some seeds home for his dad. And so Mr. Blair's had these seeds for a little over 2 years, and he never planted them. So he gave me a pack of them and wanted to know if I would try to start them early and see if they'd come up. And so I'll be doing a video on this, but these are Italian beefsteak tomatoes, and I started those seeds last Saturday, and I went out there and checked them this morning, and they have already sprouted and look real good, and I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. But I'll do a video on those tomato seeds as a separate video. I just wanted to mention that. Is there anything else we need to talk about today, Marie?
I don't think so, and I think we've answered them.
Oh, one more thing. Weight loss.
Oh yeah.
I'm still trying to stick on my diet, even though I did have to eat that big, delicious meal. But I'm sticking with it, and I'm going to try my best to stick with it. The challenge was to do it for 90 days, and they were going to try to lose 30 pounds in 90 days. I may not make 30 pounds in 90 days, but I'm going to stick with it and lose as much as I can. It definitely helps. I can tell the difference.
Well, I did make you that low-calorie dessert.
Yeah, the dessert was low calorie, the ambrosia salad, and I truly enjoyed that. Okay, well, we will go ahead and we'll end this video here. That was some interesting conversation today. I hope everybody enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed talking about it. So everyone have a great day.
And love what you do, and do what you love, and bye.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here